Hello, my name is Chris, and welcome to Stylish Grease Monkey. There is no good time than now to prepare for spring and summer. Speaking of that, in preparation for my style and my look for every spring and every summer, I have go-to classic shoes for that. I'm talking about the classic white sneakers, and that is exactly what I'm going to talk about today. So hang on, let's go. Hey, all right, I'm glad you're back here with me today and you're hanging around. I really do appreciate your support. You know, the classic white sneakers have been around for years and decades. I've noticed it in films of the 60s, 70s, and 80s until today. It has many iterations, obviously, but there are certain things that just stayed as classic. And those are the things that I've clung to all throughout the years. There's just something about the classic white sneakers, you know, the simplicity, the versatility, the availability of the white sneakers for you to be able to use it in many different outfits that you choose, and it'll go well and at any age. So I'm focused on men's style and grooming on this channel, and I've noticed lately though that I do have female followers on this channel, and I don't want to take away the credit from our females, because along with us, actually vice versa, along with the females, the classic white sneaker has always been in style. It is like the go-to comfort for a lot of females out there, especially when I was growing up in the 80s. The flat shoes called Keds, like a canvas flat shoes called Keds. It's everywhere. Everyone loves it. People that I know love it. As far as my white sneaker collection, I tried many brands and styles in the past, but decided to keep some classic white sneakers around. So I want to disclose right away that before we go any further from this video, I do not own the holy grail of white sneakers. Currently, there's a couple of shoes out there that's in the range of $300 to $800, leather white sneakers. I'm just saying is that I don't own that. If I do decide to purchase something that expensive when it comes to the minimalistic white leather sneakers, I'll probably go with the Capri Light from Coio. I think that's how you say the name. I just love the look of that white sneakers, the low profile, and just the clean design. So remember, there are a ton of other options out there, and the things that I'm going to talk about are my personal favorites. I hope you can get a thing or two about this video that you can use to purchase your own white sneakers for the summertime. So the first one, in no particular order, you can't really go wrong with the classic Stan Smiths. Before white sneakers were a thing, Stan Smiths was already dominating the tennis courts and style back in the day. So you can't go wrong with the Adidas Stan Smiths. I decided to get the one with the green because for me, I feel like that is the OG of the Stan Smith line. I love these shoes. These shoes are made out of leather, really nice stitching, and it lasts a long time. For the price and the durability and versatility of the shoes, and of course, the forever styling, you can't beat it. Right now, you can get Stan Smiths for about 80 bucks, well, 60 to 80 bucks. The next on my list was the low-cut Air Force Ones. The only reason I no longer have it is because I lost it. I mean, I went crazy with the minimalistic thin shoes and it just didn't fit my vision at the time. What I should have done is work my outfits around it and not focus on how thick those shoes are. Anyway, I will probably buy another pair of Air Force Ones pretty soon. It's pretty affordable, and of course I know how to style it now. I've had this next one for some time now. Surprisingly, I've kept it white and clean. Originally designed to provide more support at the badminton courts, the Jack Purcell is the ultimate homage to vintage sports like badminton. So the one I have right here is the canvas version of the Jack Purcells. I've had the shoes for some time. It has damages on it. I'm actually very surprised how I've kept it white. It does have some smudges. The side, the canvas had came apart, the stitching had came apart. If you look in the back of the shoe, of course, the Jack Purcell in the back of the shoe, the actual writing on the back of the shoe is all gone and faded away. But the shoes overall still looks good, so I've kept it. You can still purchase the Jack Purcell because it is a classic and it is still available for about $75. I told you that I love my classics. I realized that a shoe I used to wear when I was a young man is in need of reincarnation. So I purchased the all-white K-Swiss. You know, I forgot how much the K-Swiss was so comfortable. When I was growing up back in the 80s and the 90s, the K-Swiss were available. Of course, it was the thing back in the 1990s. I've owned a couple of pairs of K-Swiss, and man, I remember as if like I was walking in the cloud when I was wearing the K-Swiss. So I decided to reincarnate the K-Swiss in my outfit, and it will go well with my homage to the 1980s and 1990s retro styling coming up. You can still buy the K-Swiss. They're still popular right now. I bought one for a good deal around $60. Lastly, I grew up with a canvas low and high top Converse. I'm talking about the All-Stars. It was cheap and plentiful, so that's what I had. I even played basketball with these, which I can't imagine doing now. Timeless classic. That's what the All-Star canvas shoes are. In fact, it is more than likely the most recognizable sports shoes ever. You can still purchase these things for around $50 or more if you're buying the high top and special models. Whilst the more high-end stylist spends around $300 to $800 on leather, low profile, beautiful shoes, I tend to stick with the classics for around $100 or less, right? Because that's what I can afford, or what I could afford at the time. And because I bought these shoes and they are classic, they never kind of went away, and I've had them. I guess luck that I've spent money but also saved and not fell into victim of following the crowd on the more expensive high-end shoes. Don't get me wrong though, I would love to own a Common Projects, or really I would like to own the Capri Light from Coio. Maybe in the future, right? Or maybe someone want to send it to me. I'm just saying. Hey, I hope you get something from this video. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please leave me a like. Also, if you're new to this channel, I highly recommend you to subscribe and join our community. I appreciate your support. Until next time.